Hey, hello everyone. This is Pawan. Today I'll be explaining how I built an application that is autonomous web QA agent for the production monitoring using TinyFish API. So why I've used this? It's intelligently browse and interact with your production web apps, similar to real users. The other advantages, as I told, like it can describe the task with a plain English and the real-time streaming and also anti-detection browsers, right? So this is how my architecture looks. Before that, what exactly the problem I'm trying to solve, right? So like say for example, if there is a application breakdown in prod, say for example login stops or the checkout button becomes unresponsive, right? So the manual QA is too slow and cannot run 24/7, right? So even if you do some pipeline check, so what happens is, again, if there is some UI issues, you have to update your script, right? The time taken will be more, right? So instead, what if there is an agent which handles all this and give you an alert in Slack when there is any failure, right? So this is what the problem I have done, right? So this is the solution. I've used the TinyFish agent, right? And which will interact with the browser and LangGraph for the orchestrate the multi-node, and after that the LangChain for the L check and other agents configuration. I've used the Streamlit for the UI. See, this is the business value. Say for example, an e-commerce site checkout button stopped working, so it took 6 hours to discover, right? It will be almost like costing a $50 loss in sale, like depends, right? Depending on how big the e-commerce site is. So this agent, which will run every 50 minutes or 1 minute, whatever you configure, it will check out, execute the full checkout flow, and which is called within 15 minutes and alert the team via Slack, right? So this is the architecture flow, the Streamlit UI, and these are some of the agents. And using the LangGraph, these are some of the nodes. And what this agent will do, it will check the URL, and this is one of the agent which does the actual job. And finally we save the result. I've used Postgres for now, and so if there is any failure, so it will send a Slack alert. So this is the high level tech stack. So I'll be linking the GitHub URL, so you can refer this. So these are the key advantage of this application, right? It's a autonomous testing, right? And the smart orchestration, that is the LangGraph conditional edge roads, the live browse. Guys, this is one of the biggest advantage. You can see what's happening during the live, right? So whenever you trigger, right, you will exactly see what are the things happening. So after that, you can schedule monitoring, active job management. You can stop the scheduled job as well. Multiple LLM provider support and instant alerts. Yeah, so these are all the things, and this is the app which I have told, which I built. So you can give the workflow name, you can give the target URL, say for example google.com, whatever, and you can tell like what exactly you want. So these are some of the things which I told examples. Say for example, login with a username, just you can just copy this, right, and paste, right? And after that, yeah, so this is the Slack alert. Hey, if there is any failure, this is how we will be getting an alert. And so this is at a high level, right? Say the problem is silent production breaks, um, then say for example login forms and checkout buttons and all. So what is this automation solution is, it will interact with the site exactly like a real human customer, right? This is the smart workflow architecture. So the other advantage, let me go one by one. So this is what I have told, right? Key page to rendering alert. So what this particular agent, it will be executing 24/7, which is AI driven, right? And instead Slack webhook alerting, right? So this is the cost if it is not, without this web app. And this is the mitigations, loss mitigations, right? So if there is any breakdown, immediately you can see that the TinyFish API will be running every 15 minutes. So if there is any issue, it will immediately alert the Slack. So um, it browses and interacts with the production web app, just like how you do in a real user. Click, add username, and so this is at a high level, right? So this is Streamlit UI, and this is the architecture in this tool builder which I've used. This is a cycle, right? Whenever it triggers background job, it accesses the URL and validate what and all you are told, then logs, right, in the PostgreSDB, and if there is any failures, it will alert the Slack. So yeah, so these are some of the capabilities, right? Live preview, this is one of the nice advantage which I saw. And yeah, so let's see how it works, right, with the real demo. Yeah, the application worked. So I've deployed my application in render.com, right? Even the DB, everything. Yeah, as I told, you have to just copy paste what and all you need. Just give the as I told, this is nothing but this, right? Just have to give this and click on run, right? It will be executing, and these are some of the histories you can check, right? What and all happened, right? So yeah, so this is what we'll be getting, the live preview as well, and also the steps, right? What and all it did, everything will be captured. So let's see the demo now. In the render, and this is my GitHub, and you can go through this GitHub project. So let me go through one of the thing. Say I'll just go for the status failure. So I've used just I'll check simple one, as I have run out of my the tokens, right, from the LLM. So I'll just use with little one which will use lesser LLMs, and you can see I'll just make it as I, then I'll run it as this. So you can see, right, this is the failure case. So the test case will fail because the status code is 500, right? So you can also see what is the steps taken, right? So this is the, it will check the URL, then what is the step, and it is failed, right? Then after that it will save to the DB, then it will also send a Slack notification, which you can send here, you can see here, right? So this is the Slack notification which we got, right? 338, now it is 338. So now let me go to the positive case. Say for example, I'll go here and I'll just type it as the same, and the URL is google.com, right? And I'll tell like what is the goal, this, right? Then let it be low, I'll just run it again. So basically it will go to the google.com, then after that verify if page loads, then which search box is visible or not. Okay, so you can see, right? So this is successful, and also it told what it did, right? And it checked these things, verified page load, and also it will tell like what is the duration of seconds and all, right? And yeah, if you want to check, you can check the QA histories as well, right? So basically this help when you do schedule. So see, now I'm doing manually. You can schedule like every 15 minutes it should run. Every as I told, this is the app, and you can schedule every 5 minutes, every 1 minute, every 15 minutes. So whatever the target URL and the QA goal is there, based on that the schedule will happen. Once you select that, just click on run QA agent, and so this is how the scheduler looks, right? And you can stop the scheduler anytime. Suppose there is a failure, right? So you want to stop, right? So this is the human in loop part, right, where you can stop it. And yeah, so let's see the other demos. Let's see the demo where you can see the live streaming. Hey, hello everyone, this is Pawan. Today I'll be explaining how I built an application that is autonomous web QA agent for the production monitoring using TinyFish API. So why I've used this, it's intelligently browse and interact with your production web apps, similar to real users. The other advantages, see, as I told, like it can describe the task with a plain English, and the real-time streaming, and also anti-detection browsers, right? So this is how my architecture looks. Before that, what exactly the problem I'm trying to solve, right? So like say for example, if there is a application breakdown in prod, say for example login stops or the checkout button becomes unresponsive, right? So the manual QA is too slow and cannot run 24/7, right? So even if you do some pipeline check, so what happens is, again, if there is some UI issues, you have to update your script, right? The time taken will be more, right? So instead, what if the agent, there is an agent which handles all this and give you an alert in Slack when there is any failure, right? So this is what the problem I have done, right? So this is the yeah, that's it. So basically this app is for shift from reactive alerts to the autonomous oversight, and it's like 100% proactive coverage. Stop waiting for the customer to report. Instead you can just report it. Deploy an agent that never sleeps, never stop clicks, and alerts you the second a deployment break or if there's any issues, right? Yeah. So these are some of the configuration steps. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.